Emergency addendum. That's right. I correctly predicted that there was going to be something that happened in Spiral Knights, and it did. We have a massive update. I'm not going to go too much into details. I just wanted to jump in quickly at the start of this video and just say that there is a testing server right now, and there is currently a new game mechanic. You can see here, so they did a little small patch. We'll read over that next week, but there is the preview server reopens Monster Spikes. So it's an entirely separate server where you can check out the new content that they're working on. It's only up for a week, so I wanted to put this in this week's episode of This Week in Spiral Knights just to make sure that you guys had a chance to get in on this. There's a whole new mechanic in the game. There's some new people that you can chat to. Essentially, it's like a little energy crystal thing that enemies can pick up, and they get like zoomies essentially, and they get like way faster. And it's just a little mechanic in the game with some rewards that you can trade in, like some crystals, for example, over here. I've been seeing some other things on the forums, some things about like the tiering, the way that the drops work as well, for like radiant crystals, for example, dropping at lower tiers or more often, a couple of other things, but I think I'm gonna leave that for a whole week to see what people say over the course of the week before we break it down and go into it in more detail next week's. But yeah, I just want to jump in very quickly at the start of this and just say, you know, hey, there's a preview testing server open, new content, really exciting. If you want to get in on that, you got to get in early. So do check it out on the Spiral Knights announcements forums and go over there. But we will cover it in next week's episode of This Week in Spiral Knights. For now, I'm just going to go over to the normal episode of This Week in Spiral Knights, which you can see now. This week in Spiral Knights, again, not much happened, but we did have some community events and some things pass, so we'll go over that. There is some things to talk about. I'm suspecting that the game might update tomorrow, and then I'll upload the video, and there'll be a change that's already happened. So we'll see if that comes to pass. But talking about the last week in Spiral Knights of everything that's happened, we did have Manlet's Almerian Restoration Project. I don't know how to say that better. It was an incredible event. There was actually a crazy amount of people that showed up for this thing. I think he was streaming as well. I think his stream had like 150 viewers, 200 viewers. Maybe that's crazy. There was definitely over 100 people there on the stream, and then you can see there's just an insane amount of people in person. You can see I was there too. Sorry, that was Manlet's voice. His entire friend list is full of people online. And it's basically just a giveaway. It was the finale of the entire event, but he gave away a lot of things. I won a ghostly aura, which is kind of insane. It's a pretty decent pull. So I'm pretty happy. But yeah, shout out Manlet, the GOAT. It was a really fun event. So that was a cool thing to be part of. I also wanted to give a shout out to Mad Ganter, who uploaded a really good video on the curse status effect, and basically like the way that it's the resistances and how the resistances apply to the curse status effect. And it's a lot more interesting than you think, because there's some weird things with the curse effect, as you can see by the title, The Curse Research Rabbit Hole. I'm not going to spoil too much of it. I'm not going to go through it, but it's a really well put together video, and there's a lot of like details behind the scenes on it. So I would highly recommend you giving it a watch, give it a shot to look at. And I figured, you know what, let's do Reddit later. But I figured we can maybe go back to doing a full review of the Reddit, because the community has died down a fair bit. We're not getting that many posts anymore, so I think we can take some more time on the Reddits now and maybe go through the older posts like I used to do. This was something that someone pointed out to me, I think last week's stream, and it's Polygon Cherub, which is the main artist for Spiral Knights. This is on Sketchfab, which I think was an old website. I mean, it's still around, but you can see he was a member since 2013 on this website. But he has a couple of Spiral Knights assets on there, which I thought was very cool. So I just wanted to give a little showcase of these. So you've got Alpha, Beta, and Live Knights. You can see the original designs. So the concept, all the way through to the Alpha model, and then the live final version. I actually really like this Alpha model for the the detached helmet thing. I don't know what this is, but that's sick. Kind of wish they had like a helmet like this. That's kind of incredible. I guess maybe that looks more like an accessory at this point, but honestly, all the designs are kind of nice. Like even this is pretty cool. Not bad at all. There was this Fox Summoner, which you're like, this isn't Spiral Knights. This was actually was made for an unreleased RTS mobile game while employed by Sega. And I'm assuming that RTS mobile game was the, I think, Rise of Knights, which was the Spiral Knights spin-off that they were trying to do on mobile. And I'm pretty sure this does fit the assets of that game. So I think this was going to be an enemy plan for it. He's got a nice little Ian McConnell. I think it's Ian McConnell on the bottom there for himself. So nice, so slick. Got a massive, massive Haven Skybox. Yeah, every time I move it, it like really screws it up. So maybe I shouldn't have touched it at all. Maybe I should have left it. I don't know. How do I fix this? Oh my god. Wait. I'm getting there. No, I'm not. I'll refresh that one. There was this lizard man. The lizard man was planned. I think he says that it was meant to be a 5 status variance in the final edition. There's 3 power levels. Intent was to add a new sentient race to the game's beast faction. There we go. So maybe like a later game version or just another enemy type. So this was planned to be in Spiral Knights, but I guess they just never did it. Or maybe it was a rejected idea at some point, but pretty cool. Kind of like a mix between beasts and gremlins almost is the vibe that I get. There was also a nice little Rawless Twins one. You get the full design copy. So nice. Like these assets look insanely detailed. Oh my god, I didn't notice. The Rawless Twins have little tails as well. That's so cute. Back to this Haven Skybox. You can see the entire Haven in there. You can also scroll in, but every time I'm scared to do it because as you can see, it screws it up. But yeah, very detailed and you can go through it a bit better. But yeah, just shout out. I forgot who suggested me to review this, but shout out. Very cool. Time to fire up the 3D printer. If you can 3D print a Rawless Twins, that'd be incredible. On the Reddit, we have Compounds facing what the story hypes up as a challenging boss, Vanna, and cortisol level is lower than facing this funny beetle. Yeah, cortisol, very high. When I'm in a garbage recipe competition and my opponent is a shining fire crystal recipe. Peru. People talking about little shield icon in missions menu. I think they are. I think I know what that is, actually. I'm sure it's this thing in the top right. If you don't know what this is, it's based on the difficulty that you completed the mission on. And you just have to like rerun the mission on the Elite. So Elite has this symbol. The normal and Advanced have different symbols on that little shield, which is kind of interesting. So that's what they're talking about. Is there a way to take an accessory off one item and put it on another? Yes, there is. You just need to go to the bazaar and talk to Bechamel. Turning a D tier bomb into an S tier Chad. Yowza with this. Shock. Hell yeah. Total gear stats menu. Come on, just pick it up. The one speedrun in your lobby. Always. This is me. I am the speedrun in the lobby. Always ignoring the crystals. I'm sorry. I was reading through the comments on this one. Oh my god, so many people get so pissed off. Like, everyone's complaining. They're like, some people just hate money. Sprite can make nice money. Mineral skippers annoy me so much. I'm like, I'm sorry. I don't care if you don't care about minerals. The rest of us do. Just pick one up. They're not wrong. They're not wrong. But I just can't. I can't bring myself to pick up the minerals. It feels so bad to do it when I don't need minerals. Rage. And how about Friday? Decide hour in comments. We need set a day for weekly lockdowns PvP. I actually agree with this idea. I think PvP, it's kind of hard with the community size. No one really wants to play it. And it's hard to like find an active group, but maybe if there was like a very specific set time or like, hey, at this time, you know, we're all going to PvP, it could work out. The bad thing with that is you'll have bad actors show up or like annoying people who will show up into those PvP sessions and try to ruin the fun for everyone. So I hate my life. Grah, Shadowlair. Spoiler warning. What is this going to be about? Oh, please don't be loud. Ah! Oh no, he crashed. This is a tragedy. Maybe I should open this in a new tab instead of just watching it like this. Did he crash? He is crashed. Oh, I can see he's typing. Nothing's gone. He's on the party button and it doesn't go through. That is a tragedy. Oh no, he got kicked out. No shot. You know what's funny? That happened to me as well. Shout out. I did message support. I emailed support and they did give me my shadow key back. But they said it as like a one-time thing, which I found weird. They're like, we'll only do it this one time. And I'm like, why this one time? If it happens to me again, you better fucking refund me. What are you talking about? If it's crashing on me and I'm wasting 1800 energy, come on now. But at least they gave me one. At least I got one. Anyway, that's going back. We're already back at a week's time. So that's the Reddit. And we'll head over to the Discords as well. Nothing on the Crucible Haven. I think events. The Hololight prize box has ended. The arcade. Nothing in there. Cosmos Backpack. We have the Hololight box ending. Yep. We had Divine Valkyrie Wings, Tablet of the Violet Rose, Chapter of the Violet Rose, and Energy Market updates. Still very cheap. 2.7, 2.8, hovering about the same. Maybe the 2.8 mark is about where it's sitting. And that's about it. That wraps it up. That is everything that has happened in this past week of Spiral Knights. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you guys in next week's episode of This Week in Spiral Knights. I do think something's going to happen in this next week. We'll see. We'll see. It could be another quiet week, but I have a suspicion that they're going to do something, some release or something. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do, but I feel like they're going to do something. Anyway, catch you guys later. Bye-bye.